We love it here.
When can we go back?
Okay, cut it out. Cut it out. Well, folks, we've made it. This is episode 10. Can you believe it? Lake George this week has hit double digits, and we've got an episode packed with chills, thrills, and tractors. Yeah, we're mixing things up with a little something for everyone. We'll be talking haunted houses that'll make your hair stand on end, how to contact your dearly departed if you're brave enough, and of course, some fantastic food festivals and live music that you won't want to miss. Oh, and I'll be sharing a wild story about the time I saw the midnight showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Let's just say I didn't expect to be dodging toast and rice for 2 hours. So buckle up because episode 10 is going to be a hell of a ride.
Hey, I didn't know that.
Okay, so here's the scene. I'm thinking I'm just going to go watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Never saw it before. I'm going to go with my friends. But check it out. It's at midnight, right? I'm a little tired, but I'm up for a good time. So I didn't expect full audience participation. Okay. Suddenly, actors are running up and down the aisles. People are shouting out lines. Okay. I'm ducking because they're throwing stuff, toast and rice at the screen like some bizarre food fight. It was chaos, but it was so much fun. It was the best possible thing that could happen. By the end, I was just glad I wasn't covered in more food than I already was. It's a rite of passage, right? If you haven't been to the midnight showing of Rocky Horror, trust me, put it on your bucket list. It's something you're not going to want to miss.
Hey! It's time for the local spotlight.
This week's local business spotlight is shining on the Barber Parlor. Before we go on, let me remind you to visit the Barber Parlor. If your hair is starting to look a little wild after dodging the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Jamie will get you straightened right up, cleaned, and looking sharp. Whether you need a quick trim or a full treatment, the Barber Parlor has you covered. Walk in looking like a mess, walk out feeling like $1,000,000. Don't forget, they have the Booksy app. You can book your appointment, or you can go for a walk-in on Saturday mornings. Jamie's always there Saturday mornings. Check it out. Mention that you heard about them on the podcast, and they'll give you a haircut like you never had before.
And now, the local spotlight.
Okay, the first thing we got this week, Wednesday, October 30th at the Strand Theater, okay, in Hudson Falls. I love the Strand Theater. This is going to be at 8 p.m., 8 to 10 p.m. They're going to do the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We were just talking about it on Wednesday. Join the Strand Theater for the movie The Rocky Horror Picture Show. This movie will be accompanied by shadow actors from the Sudi Adirondack Theater Club. This is going to be a great show. And like I just was telling you, I went into I had professional actors. I went into Manhattan into the midnight show, and but these guys are professionals at Sudi Adirondack Theater Club, and put on your best boa and grab a bag of gags. They give out bag of gags at the Sudi Adirondack Theater Club. Will deliver a glam, camp, and laughs in the Rocky Horror Picture Show Shadowcast performance. Vendors, a photo booth, refreshments, all will be available in the lobby. A costume contest is part of the experience, so guests are encouraged to come dressed up. You come dressed up as your favorite character. $10 is the general admission, general seating. Doors open at 7. The movie starts at 8. Tickets are available at the door or at the brown paper tickets. Okay, for more information, please visit the website, mystrandtheater.org, and that's at 210 Main Street, Hudson Falls. You're not going to want to miss it. You're going to have a blast, and that's the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And keeping with the spooky theme, the next thing we got coming on is the Haunted House at Aviation Mall, and that's on Thursday, October 31st, Halloween. All right. And there's October 26th, October 22nd, and October 26th, October 27th, and October 31st. Okay. The 26th, 27th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on the 31st from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. The Haunted House experience at the All Abilities Productions at the Aviation Mall. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a spooky time, but it's going to be a family-friendly event, and All Abilities Productions at the Aviation Mall. You're going to love it. Then the next thing, now while you're at the Aviation Mall checking out the haunted house, Malloween is happening at the Aviation Mall. So you can come around, bring your kids in costumes, and you can walk around the Aviation Mall, all the store shops, and get candy, trick or treat through the Aviation Mall, nice and safe. If it's inclement weather, sometimes you have inclement weather on Halloween. You go to the Aviation Mall and you can trick or treat there with the kids. They have all kinds of stuff going on, and you're gonna love it. You have a great time. We're still in the Halloween mode here at the Lake George this week, and the Strand Theater in Hudson Falls has a Halloween open house with free movies. Okay, so on Halloween, from starting at 5 p.m., time runs until about 10. They're going to run some movies. There's going to be free popcorn. It's going to be a lot of fun. So the first movie is going to be Charlie Brown, The Great Pumpkin. All right. Then The House of Wax with Vincent Price. Classic horror. And then Interview with a Vampire. That's more modern horror. Don't miss out with the free fun. It's a free event. Okay, you can't miss it. At the Strand Theater. Like I said, free popcorn, candy, and the movies. You're gonna have a great time. Oh, if you want to give them a call, that's 518-832-3484, and that's at 210 Main Street, Hudson Falls, and that's October 31st, running from 5 to 10 p.m. Okay, there's 3 movies and a bunch of free stuff going on. All right, have a good time. The next event's at Fort William Henry. If you dare, Bridging Both Worlds with Tracy Floody, Melissa Neely, and Chrissy Menelakis. If you have been asking for a message from the other side, okay, this is the event for you. You're going to not want to miss this Bridging Both Worlds. If you've been asking for a message from the other side, this is an evening for you. This exciting event features the professional, intuitive talents of Tracy, Melissa, and Chrissy to bring you an evening of uplifting messages from your guides and loved ones that have crossed over. Everyone will leave having gotten a personal message or understand more clearly how to receive and understand when their loved ones are trying to communicate from the other side and provide guidance on your journey ahead. Tina Galante will also join with her crystal balls. Okay, crystal balls. You're gonna love it. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna talk to the people on the other side. You're gonna close some doors and hopefully enjoy the spookiness of the season. Bridging Both Worlds, and that's at Fort William Henry, Friday, November 1st at 5:30, and that's at the Conference Center, 48 Canada Street, Lake George, New York. The next thing I got going on is the Adirondack Stampede Charity Rodeo. Okay, the 33rd year of the Adirondack Stampede Rodeo will roll into the Cool Insuring Arena, and that's on November 1st and Saturday, November 2nd at 7:30 p.m. each night. Let me see what it says here. It says it'll be the Adirondack Stampede is a PRCA rodeo featuring all the excitement of a pro rodeo, top national and regional competitors, with rodeo action enhanced by professional produced sound show. The Adirondack Stampede offers all the thrills of a 2-hour roller coaster ride, complete with hardcore competition, crowd-pleasing entertainment, and a show for all ages to enjoy. The Adirondack Stampede has become a community tradition benefiting local charities, causes, and families in need. But the action doesn't stop at the last bull is bucked. After the rodeo, everyone is invited to roundup party. There's a roundup party in the Cool Insuring Arena Heritage Hall. Hope to see you there for a great night of rodeo action. Additionally, both nights of the rodeo from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., there will be a hospitality room in Heritage Hall for all the partners and all the cowboys and cowgirls. We also partnered with Nemur of Queensberry and Saratoga to host a toy drive. Toys can be dropped off early at Nemur of Queensberry and Saratoga, or toys can be brought to the main entrance of Adirondack Stampede and Rodeo either night. Okay, going to be great. They're taking toys for the kids. Going to have you get to meet all the people at the Heritage Hall. If you show up at 5:30 to 7:30, they're going to have like a little meet and greet with all the cowgirls and cowboys. Going to be a great little event. You're not going to want to miss that. That's the Adirondack Stampede. Okay, keeping with that theme. Touch a Tractor, Touch a Truck, okay? It's a family-friendly and kid-focused event. Join us as it's an explore various tractors, trucks, and big machines, okay? Kids love big machines. They're always playing with trucks and trailers and tractors and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The event gives children and adults hands-on experience interacting with tractors and vehicles of all shapes and sizes. Sensory friendly from 10 to 11. No flashing lights, no sirens or horns. So that's from 10 to 11. It's going to be nice and quiet. Then it's probably going to, all what's going to break loose. And you're gonna hear the trucks and the horns and all that kind of stuff. But from 10 to 11, it's going to be sensory friendly. All right, so you're not going to want to miss that. That's 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. on the 2nd at Walker's Farm Home and Tack, 5565 State Route 4, Fort Anne, New York. Okay, and there's a phone number 518-639-5223. 518-639-5223. 518-639-5223. I don't know about you, but all of this spooky stuff has made me hungry. And now the next thing I got floating around on the list is the Lake George Wing Walk. Okay, this is happening on November 2nd from 12 noon to 4 p.m. You're going to vote on the best wings at the first ever Lake George Wing Walk. It's 3 wings for $3 at all the participating locations. Okay. Now, this is going to be come vote on the best wings, first ever Lake George Wing Walk. Now, who's going to be there? The 163 Tap Room, Adirondack Brewery, Barnsider Restaurant, Charlie's Bar and Grill, Duffy's Tavern, The Garrison, Gaslight, High Peaks Distilling, The Lagoon, Lake George Beach Club, The Lobby Bar, San Suchi, TR's Restaurant. They're all going to be there. And that's the Lake George Wing Walk. Hey, Glens Falls is having a fall restaurant week. Okay, many local dining spots will participate in the Glens Falls Restaurant Week, an initiative aimed at showcasing the diverse, budding local cuisine in our city. Many local dining spots will participate. Glens Falls Restaurant Week. Take advantage of the dining deals with restaurants offering multi-course fix dinner menus. Prefix, I guess. The promotion encourages the discovery of new restaurants or repeat visits to favorite eateries across the city. Participating restaurants are the Pharmacy, Fenimore's, the Gourmet Cafe, Giovanni Fresco, Mint, Morgan and Company, Park 26, Park and Elm, Radici Kitchen and Bar. Adirondack Winery is also participating at the Queensbury location with 3 courses for $35. The rest courses are $45. Make sure to check each restaurant's hours of operation and make reservations in advance. 3-course meals are $45 in most places. You can't beat that. And that's the Glens Falls Restaurant Week. That's running from November 3rd to November 9th. So you got time to check out more than one of these restaurants. And go ahead, have fun, and spend some money locally.
And now, local music news.
The local music news this week. The local music news is the live music series at the Adirondack Winery and Extreme Heights Cidery in Queensbury, the Queensbury Tasting Room, featuring Jim Mullen, my son. That's November 2nd from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's going to be an acoustic set. So Jay is a singer-songwriter inspired by connection, whether playing covers for songs he feels drawn to or performing his original music. The idea of connection is a driving force in his creative journey and something he continues to explore. That's Saturday, November 2nd from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. You're going to love the Adirondack Winery and Extreme Heights Cidery over in Queensbury, the Tasting Room at 395 Big Bay Road in Queensbury. Check it out. And the next thing we have going on in local music is at the Strand Theater. It's the Ernie LaRoche Band. Now, I've seen the Ernie LaRoche Band, I think, 3 times. They are awesome. Ernie LaRoche, very famous. He's played with a lot of people. He performs Journey's entire Escape album along with hits from Whitesnake, Christopher Cross, Styx, Boston, and more. It's going to be an amazing night. The opening act is Mark Vincent, and Ernie's a fan favorite, and the band returns to the Strand Theater on Saturday, November 2nd at 7:30 p.m. Okay, you can get tickets at the Brown. What's it called again? The Brown Paper Tickets. Doors in the lobby and coffee shop. Box office opens at 6. For more information, you can go to the website, mystrandtheater.org. And the Strand is located at 210 Main Street, Hudson Falls, New York. You're going to love it.
Breaking news! This just in!
Okay, this just in. A Halloween massacre at the Backstreet Barbecue, Bebop's Backstreet Barbecue. You might remember Bebop's from Lake George. They had a place up in Lake George. Well, now they're over in Hudson Falls. It says they're in Glens Falls. So it's the Halloween massacre at the Backstreet Barbecue, Bebop's Backstreet Barbecue. Lock 9 is going to be there. Seas Atlantis is going to be there. My son's band, Seas Atlantis. And Terrorlight is also going to be there. 3 bands are going to be there. It's a cover charge of $10. Come on down to Bebop's Backstreet Barbecue. Great food, beautiful barbecue food. You're going to love it. And some great local music. Hey, if you're having a good time, if you enjoyed the podcast, do me a favor. Think of somebody that would also like the podcast and share it with them. Thank you.
It's tool time with Jim.
Okay, it's tool time, and let's also give a shout out to Go Brunch. Okay, your one-stop solution for all things virtual. Whether you're hosting a virtual conference, a webinar, or just a fun online event, Go Brunch makes it easy and super interactive. So next time you need a virtual space that feels like the real thing, give Go Brunch a try. Go Brunch is a competitor to Zoom. You know, your boring Zoom meetings, your boring Zoom calls. Go Brunch is fully customizable, breakout rooms, all kinds of stuff. I use it for my community. Really great. Go Brunch. Give it a try. So if you have an event that you would like to have featured on the podcast, or you're a local business that you would like to sponsor a segment of the podcast, you can reach out to us at lakegeorgethisweek.com. lakegeorgethisweek.com. Yeah, I'm looking to beef up the podcast with some interviews from some local people, some local businessmen, some local celebrities. So, let us know. There'll be an email link there at lakegeorgethisweek.com. Let us know what's happening in the area, and let's get it on the podcast. All right, now that wraps up the 10th episode of Lake George This Week. Thanks so much for sticking around for 10 amazing episodes. I can't wait to see where the next 10 takes us. If you're enjoying the show, make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a review, and share it with your friends. Or we've got so much more to bring you, so stay tuned. And as always, follow us on social media for the latest updates and behind-the-scenes action. I'm Jim Mullen, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep it spooky and keep it local.